Oh. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So as you saw, I went to Barnes & Noble and we're going to talk about my outfit. This really long, like Edwardian cottagecore dress. So I was kind of nervous to wear it because I was like, this might seem a little too out there or whatever. So I was nervous. And the whole time in the store, I'm like, oh my gosh, people are probably staring at me and all of that. But then, when I was getting all my stuff together, this girl comes up to me and is like, oh my gosh, excuse me, where did you get your dress? She's like, you look beautiful. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So if any chance that she's watching this, thank you, you made my day, because I was really nervous and I wish I would have told her this, but yeah, I was just really nervous about what I was wearing and kind of insecure, I guess. So that somebody came out of their way to tell me that they thought I looked beautiful and all of that, it really made my day, so thank you. So hopefully this encourages y'all to go do kind things, because that's one thing, is that I'm only so scared to go up to somebody if I like their outfit and tell them, like tell random people. So I have mad respect for you if you do that, because yeah, I'm nervous all the time. Okay, so 2 of the things in here, actually 3, because one is something that came in the mail, or not mine. So it is July, which is my birthday month, so I just allow myself to buy whatever I want. So the first book that I got was on the Southern Fiction table, because y'all know I am buying books off that table, and this is actually, it won the Man Booker Prize. I don't know what Man Booker is. I know the Booker Prize, but I don't know when it has man in front of it. I've heard of it, but don't know what it is. So this is Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. So this is February 1862. With the Civil War less than 1 year old, President Lincoln's beloved 11-year-old son Willie lies gravely ill. In a matter of days, Willie dies and is laid to rest in a Georgetown cemetery. Newspapers report that a grief-stricken Lincoln returns alone to the crypt several times to hold his boy's body. From that seat of historical truth, George Saunders spins an unforgettable story that breaks free of its realistic framework into a thrilling supernatural realm. That's scary. Deploying a kaleidoscope theatrical panorama of voices, living and dead, historical and invented, to ask a timeless question: how do we live and love when we know that everything we love must end? You have to just go on with it. This is really interesting how it's done, but I've heard about this book for years. It kind of reminds me of Hamnet by just by that description, so I don't know if there's actually that much of a similar thing. Then I saw this book, huge big historical book, so we know I want it. This is Tenderness by Alison MacLeod. So this is about Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence, which I have heard of that book, don't know anything about it, so I should probably read it before I read this. But apparently Jackie Kennedy was like a big fan of that, and this book is all like Jackie Kennedy's perspective, I'm pretty sure. And this is looking at kind of an interesting prose as well. But then we got this one that I've had on my TBR a while. So this is translated from Italian, book 1 of the Neapolitan novels. So this is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. So this is set in Italy in the 1950s. So cool setting there. And then the last one is a book that I've never heard of. I saw it and I was like, I know when this is going to take place. It's going to be when the Bronx is burning. And I'm wondering, okay, we do have like pictures. Oh, like that kind of. But this is New York City, 1976. And yeah, it is about when the Bronx burns on July 13th, 1977. But like, it's suburban teenagers seduced by downtown's punk scene. And I was like, yep, give me that. So that's what I got. And you need to, I got a bookmark here. Yeah, they're really pushing the Barnes & Noble rewards thing. Maybe one day I'll join, who knows. So I just need to get my receipt here so when I do my haul. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all what I got, and a little bit after I eat I will show y'all this stuff is flying everywhere. What I'm reading, the plans for reading for the week, but I did want to talk about my Barnes & Noble trip with you guys. Guys, I meant to film some videos for my Instagram today, and I got out my cute clothes. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know if I'm just gonna film in a t-shirt or plan a whole other outfit. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let's talk about what I'm currently reading. We have this big stack right here. It's not that big, it's 4 books, but in July, I never have a set TBR, never. And sometimes that's worked well and sometimes it hasn't. So why do I not do that? So as I said earlier, July is my birthday month, so I let myself have a lot of freedom, and I mean 4th of July, freedom rings. Yeah. So just really basically all of the summer months, I do have a lot more freedom with my reading. I don't do as many challenges for myself and that kind of thing, but July is like that one month. Not anymore, because here the schools go all year round, so they go back to school in July. But back in my day when I was in school, July was like the one month a year you were guaranteed no school, because sometimes the school year would bleed into June, and if you had snow days, all that kind of thing. And then sometimes, well, always the school year started in August, so July was only that one month where you have none of that. Like, it's just summer. So I think July is just that month of freedom because of that. And so I don't go in with a set TBR. I just go and see what happens, which can be scary because sometimes I will not like read at all, and then sometimes I will read a ton. So we'll just have to see what happens. So for my short story collection, I should be finishing this today or tomorrow. I don't exactly remember, but this is Interpreter of Maladies by Jahuma Lahiri. So this is basically if you've ever felt like a foreigner, if you've ever felt out of place, kind of like I did at the bookstore today. And I think just anybody, any human knows that feeling. So then my mood reading pick, so this is what I'm really going to be focusing on this weekend, is White Fur, a novel by, why do they have to do all these things in creative fonts? Jardine Libert. So this is a stunning star-crossed love story set against the glitz and grit of 1980s New York City. We've only been in like Hartford, Connecticut since I've been reading this. But basically, as it said, star-crossed lovers, we have a guy who's like really like, you know, that New York City rich, like the old money. He is at Yale. I was like, he's an Ivy League guy. And then the girl is basically, I don't know if she was an orphan or she grew up in shelters and that kind of thing, but they're falling in love. Then my ebook, which I have not picked up in a while, is Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon. This is the 4th book in the Outlander series, so I can't really tell y'all that much about it, but y'all know Outlander. This girl is like a World War II nurse, travels back in time and to like the 1700s in Scotland. And then my TBR pick, because this is a carryover from June, is The Love Con by Ceresia Glass. So this is fake dating, friends to lovers, those tropes, but with nerds and reality TV, all that fun stuff. So I am going to get into my short story right now, and then I am going to, I was going to do something, but now I don't remember what. I don't remember what I was going to do. It's really bad. I don't know what I was going to do. Oh, I know. I'm going to, okay. I started writing a book, y'all know, during NaNoWriMo, and I'm already thinking of the sequel, and I kind of just want to go ahead and make the characters for that. Like, write down my ideas. Writing down ideas is what I need to do, because obviously I don't plan on writing that for a really long time, but I do have these ideas in my head, so I want to go ahead and write them down, because what inspired this is because Outlander, the newest season, is happening like when my characters would be alive, so it's given me a lot of inspiration. So I want to write down the ideas that I have, and I'll do that after I read here. We're starting the month out strong, so I've read 101 pages today, so I got to 36% in White Fur, and I might be loving it. Like, it's like a 3.75, I would say right now, which usually by this point I do know what I'm going to rate a book. So I I really like the writing. It's not going to be for everybody though. It's very lyrical, dense, and intelligent, and I am going to say there's a lot of sexual references and stuff. These people have a very sexual relationship, so if that's not something you're comfortable reading, don't pick it up. Like, it's not too explicit, because like I've read some books where I'm just like there's a lot to a fade to black, but just do know that these people, they make it a thing to have sex every single day, like multiple times. But yeah, I really like the writing. We're having a lot of character work here, so I would say this is very much a character-driven novel, so do be aware of that. And I think the 1980s is really a great era to write a story like this because of how big like the class divide was, or I don't know if maybe that is the right wording, but the 1980s, we obviously think of them being very materialistic. A material girl living in a material world. Yeah, that. So think of that. And then you have somebody who, so we have him, Jamie, who his parents know Nancy Reagan. He goes on vacations in Aspen and Newport and all these, like Palm Beach, like his grandma's like the queen of Palm Beach. And so like, you know, that kind of rich, like the scary kind of rich, those are the people who rule the world. Yeah, we're not getting into that because like I don't want to end up dead. I'm joking. I'm just saying we're not getting into conspiracies here because that, yeah, we're not getting into all that. But you know, those kind of people that rule the world. And then we have Elise, who grew up in the projects in Bridgeport, Connecticut, was around drugs, was around sex from a very early age, and had really like a rough time growing up. And I've seen what setting my camera was on. So two very different backgrounds, but how can people like that bond, and having that kind of like class divide and all. And yeah, so I think that's super interesting themes to explore. So I am really, really liking this book. So yeah, I definitely do think it would be possible for this to bump up to a 4-star. But yeah, I'm done reading for the day. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next little while. Well, I'm gonna get a snack and just chill. I really, really want caffeine, but I did not have caffeine today. I'm changing up like my restaurant routine. So I had Wendy's and I just had a Frosty, which there might be caffeine in that, I don't know, but that was not enough. And I'm just, I need caffeine and I'm not gonna get it for another like 15 hours. I don't know, but so I'm just gonna be chilling. Yeah. Camera did not make a nice noise when the lens was coming out, but it might just because it's down low and not on a tripod. I don't know, but it is Monday. Yeah, the July the 3rd. It's so easy when the holidays are literally called July the 4th, because then you know all the days surrounding it. So yeah, I filmed a video today and it was the mid-year book freakout tag, which is one of my favorites to watch and like, you know, make. And my camera, my DSLR camera battery died in the middle, so I had to switch to this camera, and I'm just like, this video isn't a suck. So hopefully once it's in editing and all of that, it will be better. And I know it's what I'm saying is what matters and not other stuff. So sorry if you hear the dogs in the background, because obviously all the pets are inside because it is 100 degrees today. So you're gonna be hearing all that. And I felt so bad because so during the morning, you know, it's like 80 degrees, which is not 100 degrees, so it's not that bad. So we had Delilah out, and then the people behind me had the people come to like cut their palm trees, and she was not happy about that and was just barking and barking and barking. I was like, okay, we're not doing that. So I brought her in, and I felt really bad because that's the time of day where it's not that hot. But yeah, so she's been all day except for little intervals of going out to, you know, go to the bathroom and all. But yeah, and that's one thing that sucks about summer is your pets can't do what they want to do. They can't go run and play outside. But I mean, it's rather be in air conditioning than dead. No, dark. But okay, so I did finish Interpreter of Maladies today, and I do have, let me just read y'all I put my review into AI and I'm just like, improve this, make this sound better. And that's what we did. So I'll read y'all what it said because it's literally a short paragraph. So The writing in these stories is truly remarkable. They capture the essence of being human and evoke a sense of reliability that resonates with the readers. While this particular piece did not become an instant favorite, it still held its own and offered an enjoyable reading experience. So all that's true. So what do you guys think about with AI? That's something I find fascinating, because I wrote something originally and sent it to the AI and was like, improve what I wrote. And I mean, it doesn't change it like dramatically, but I'm like, is that an okay thing to do? What do you guys think? Like, because I don't go and like publish full-on things where, like, I've written book reviews and put it into the AI just to see what it would do, but I've never, or at least not yet, I've never published it onto my blog or anything, because I'm like, what is the copyright law for that? Like, I know they're gonna have to make laws for AI eventually, and that's just super fascinating to think about. Like, what do y'all think about that? Because people will use it for full-on like books ideas. I saw books that were made by AI getting published, like people were doing it. So I don't know, like what are y'all's thoughts on that? I don't have any strong thoughts as of right now. I'm just like, hear the dog barking, annoying. No. So yes, I'm probably going to be unhauling this, but I would still recommend, because the writing was really good, and I think somebody can always find something that they can relate to in this book. So the next book I'm going to be reading for my like morning time is going to be Murder in Westminster by Vanessa Riley, who, this is the first book in the Lady Worthington mysteries. So this is a Regency mystery series. She's really well known for her Victorian one, which is I think this is the author of that series. I'm not seeing it though. The Speedwell, is that by her? I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I got her confused with somebody else. But yeah, this is a Regency mystery. So thought that would be a cool time period to explore, because I've only ever seen Regency romances and not, you know, mysteries. So then a book that I pre-ordered was Little Monsters by Adrienne Brodier. I'm not sure how to say that, but this is a like literary fiction, a riveting novel about sibling secrets and the seductive beauty of Cape Cod. And I love this cover. But with this author, it says, is the author in the memoir Wild Game, which was selected as the best book of the year by NPR and the Washington Post, and is in development as a Netflix film. So like, for somebody's memoir to be made into a Netflix film, I'm like, what is her life all about? So definitely going to have to look up this author. But yeah, perfect summer cover. I feel like it goes really well with my outfit. But I did want to share all that. I am still reading the Love Con, but I left the book in the other room, so I'm going to be getting into that in like an hour. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. Okay, I just want to end the day on here, because I like never do that. But no like updates on what I'm reading, just because I'm not at a spot to update y'all yet. So let's see how many pages I read today. So I know earlier we were at 92, so 92 plus 12, so I read 104 pages this fine Monday. I'm like, I was actually thinking that this dress might be a good transitional piece for fall, because it is kind of like darker colors, like the orange and all, and then you can layer it in the fall, because that's what I was saying, how it's kind of big on top, and I just feel like there's like that a lot of awkward space right there, that it would look really nice with something underneath. Random fashion with me, but we're having some fireworks. I know the baseball team here is doing their firework display tonight, because I guess they have an away game tomorrow, or they don't play on the 4th, I don't know, but they're doing theirs, which I don't think you would be able to hear that from my house, but maybe, because I don't know as the crow flies. But I saw Mr. Toad. That's the little toad I only see in my front yard, because it's been so hot I haven't been able to see him, because I mean it's 84 right now, which is still quite warm, but I would read in 84-degree weather. So we had the 4th of July tomorrow, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done. I don't think it will like interfere too much with that, but I don't know, because the 4th of July used to be my favorite holiday, but then Christmas just sunk in. But yeah, every holiday like after the pandemic has just been so good, because like 2020 4th of July there wasn't a lot, and then 2021 there were so many fireworks, and it was just so like magical, and I loved it. So here's to hoping that that continues into 2023. But I'm going to go take off all my makeup, get a bath, all of that fun stuff. I've been playing Club Penguin too, but I do need to edit the rest of the mid-year book freakout tag. That it's on this SD card, so that's why I haven't edited yet, because I didn't want to, like, because I knew I'd be talking to y'all most likely. See fireworks, fun. Hey guys, happy 4th of July. We're not dressed too cute. I'm wearing red and it's a baseball shirt from Cleveland, and I feel like that is pretty Americana. But let's talk about my reading, because I did start a new book today. So I did start The Murder in Westminster by Vanessa Riley. I read the first 7%, which was 24 pages. So smart, witty, and refreshingly diverse. This new Regency set series from, like, okay, that doesn't tell y'all like anything. That's just her trying to sell it to you. So, discovering a body on her property presents Lady Abigail Worthing with more than one pressing problem. The victim is Julia, the wife of her neighbor, Stapleton Henderson. Although Abigail has little connection with the lady in question, she expects to be under suspicion. Abigail's skin color and her mother's notorious past have earned her a certain reputation among the ton, and no amount of wealth or status will eclipse it. Abigail, whose marriage to Lord Worthing was not a love match, knows well how appearances can deceive. For all its surface elegance, London's high society can be treacherous. Yet who in their circle would have killed Julia, and why take the reins of her life in a way she never has before? Abby intends to find out, but in the process she will uncover more danger than she ever imagined. So it's like just a cozy mystery. I really like the Juliet character, and then she got murdered, but so hopefully I like the other characters will grow to like them. But I can tell that it's well researched, and to me that is always super important. And then I've been reading The Love Con. I might try to finish it today, not sure. Just depends how the day goes, but it is a little past 4. I'm about to go grill out. It is extremely hot. Last time I checked, the heat index was 105. I'm really scared to see what it is, because I'm about to be out there. Okay, it's 103 now. Heat index 103. Which the actual temperature is 96 with the humidity at 48%. So that's all Fahrenheit for all you people from non-Fahrenheit places. So I have been drinking water, but I'm going to get a popsicle, and then I'm gonna have some hot dogs, french fries, you know, all the fun stuff, and then catch up with y'all sometime later. Okay guys, something is wrong with my vlogging camera. I thought the battery was just dead, because like the lens will get stuck when the battery dies. So I plugged it in to charge, and I tried to turn it on, and it's not turning on. So it has happened before. I just have to give it time. So we're gonna have to deal with iPhone clips. The whole time I was reading, I wanted popsicles so bad. So I have one now, and just like, so good. So if my lips are like purple, I'm not dying. It's a popsicle. But I finished The Love Con, so I'm giving this a 3-star. It was a good book, but not like I didn't love it. It's not a favorite, but I did like it, and I did enjoy my time reading it. So characters, I really appreciate Kenya as a character, because she was mature, and like it's so rare to read characters who actually act their age. And this is actually something kind of funny now that I think about it. In romance books, I feel like the characters always act like way younger than they are, and then in fantasy books the characters act way older than they actually are. So kind of interesting there. But yeah, so Kenya was mature about everything, because I was so scared she was gonna be a woman hating other women just by how some of these other women were written. I was like, or maybe how other people treated other women. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna hate other women and it's gonna drive me up a wall. But no, that she was mature, respectful, and I really liked that. So atmosphere, we do have Atlanta in here, and I talked about as a kid, Atlanta was like the cool city for me. It's where I did all my back to school shopping. It was just like the big city. And Dragon Con gets mentioned a lot in here because it's just about cosplay, and Dragon Con's probably the biggest like cosplaying event in Atlanta, I would say. But that same weekend I'd go back to school shopping, we would go downtown and Dragon Con would be happening. So I would always like people watch. Like I've never actually been to Dragon Con itself, but literally everybody's just walking around downtown in their cosplay. So like you can still enjoy that bit of it. So like it just was kind of nostalgic for that, and I really liked it. So writing was fine. I did laugh out loud sometimes, and so it's always great when a book can make you do that. And then plot, I wish the reality TV plot was more professional, just because I thought some of it was like really like, I don't know, like trying to stir the pot. But I don't watch that much reality TV, so I don't know, so it might really be like that. But I just wish they all would have been like more professional, even our main characters, Kenya and Cameron, about the reality TV. And I just felt like this felt like such a real romance, like this would actually happen. So I do think this was really like realistic for romance and all of that. But yeah, so it was a good book, and I would still recommend picking it up. I do know what I'm going to read next. I'm going to read one of my 5-star predictions next, because in July I just mood read the whole time, so I just read whatever I want. So I do need to go get that, but I am going to have this and then eat some dinner. I know eating dessert first, but I really needed this, because as I said, it's like still 89 degrees past 7 o'clock at night. But I will see y'all later. Oh, why does my camera have to go on big days? Like when I'm at the beach, 4th of July, like, camera, why? Do I buy a new one for my birthday? Do I just do it? Who knows? Maybe. Might do it. You can talk. Mosquitoes are eating me up. Fun, right? Right? We're just having a great time out here. There's thunder and lightning too, so like very festive. The farm over there is someone shooting the really and then there's some over here. I didn't think he would be scared. I've never known a cat to be, but he is. He won't come out from under there. It's so sad. Got the camera working again. It's July 5th. It actually looks kind of dark in here, but if you can't hear, it is thundering. Yeah, we did have all that thunder yesterday on the 4th, but it never actually like did anything. There was never a storm, which sucks because it's been really dry here, and it's still like it's humid, but when there's no rain, you know, I don't know. But I start a new book today, and it's one of my 5-star predictions, and it is The Actual Star by Monica Byrne, and this is like exactly what I love reading. So this is listed as science fiction. Let me tell you what it's about. So David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas meets Octavia Butler's Earthseed series, this brilliant multi-generational saga that spans 2,000 years from the collapse of the ancient Maya to a far future utopia on the brink of civil war. The Actual Star takes readers on a journey over 2 millennia and 6 continents, telling 3 powerful tales 1,000 years apart, all of them converging in the same cave in the Belizean, is that how you say that, jungle. Braided together are the stories of a pair of teenage twins who ascend the throne of a Maya kingdom, a young American woman on a trip of self-discovery in Belize, and two dangerous charismatics vying for leadership of a new religion and racing towards a confrontation that will determine the fate of the few humans left on Earth after a massive climate change. In each era, a reincarnated trinity of souls navigates the entanglements of tradition and progress, sister and stranger, and love and hate, until all of their age-old questions about the nature of existence converge deep underground, where only in complete darkness can they truly see the actual stars, a feast of ideas about where humanity came from, where we are now, and where we're going, and how in every age the same forces that brings us apart also bind us together. Oh, I didn't know she's based in Durham. Cool. And loves a good thunderstorm. Me too, Monica. And hopefully we get them, because the Carolinas just have not been giving. But this just sounds so up my alley. It really reminds me of Cloud Cuckoo Land, which is more like Greek mythology based, when this one is Mayan, or it said just Maya with no N, so not sure which way is the proper way. But yes, this author did 7 years of research before publishing this book, and I honestly respect that passion and dedication so much, because that's my favorite thing in other people, is to see their passion and dedication to what they love. That's one of my favorite things about humans is hearing people talk about what they're passionate about and that kind of thing. So I'm obviously in for a good time. I am doing the audiobook, as this book is over 500 pages. It's actually over 600 pages. It's 610 pages. But, so I am loving it so far. I've only read, I don't know, like 30 some pages. And I was going to start the next chapter, but I saw that it would be 54 minutes to listen to, and I just don't have time for that right now, but I will later, because I do need to go to Target, which is why I am dressed in this. I'm wearing a dress under a t-shirt. Just thought I would try that, because why not? And hopefully I don't get rained on. Like, you know, like I want it to rain, but I don't want to get rained on. So like, why couldn't this happen earlier? But yeah, I am so hungry too, because I didn't eat lunch because I took a nap and slept right through my lunchtime. I had a little snack, but I can't wait to have a meal when I get back. I'm gonna make some pizza for myself, and I'm gonna film my ASMR video at Target. So if you guys like my Target videos, there will be one out on Friday at midnight. But I just wanted to check in. I did get my book of the month package. I actually do need to go get a package off the porch, because it could be rain and I need to feed the cats. So I will see y'all later. Guys, it's happening. The rain is happening and I had to walk through it. It's huge raindrops. Okay, I don't really have a reading update now. I got to like 15% and I don't do updates till I do it every quarter. So we're not quite there yet. So I just wanted to show what I got at Target. So prescription, that's nothing y'all need to see. And then Tums, nothing exciting. And then I did get a book, because as I've said, in July I can get as many books as I want, and this one was not on sale, but I've had this on my like watch list on eBay for a while, and that was the hardback, so I ended up getting the paperback, and it was still more expensive than buying it secondhand, but who cares. So this is called Oh Beautiful by Young Yen. I think I pronounced that last name wrong, but this title keeps triggering me into like, oh beautiful something skies, y'all know that. I don't even know what that song's called. Is it America the Beautiful? I think, I don't know, but that song, I heard it yesterday on some TV channel. I feel like I'm out of focus, I can't tell though, but this is a contemporary book. Let's just read a few things. So Eleanor Hansen is struggling to reinvent herself as a freelance writer when she receives an unexpected assignment, a chance to write for a prestigious magazine about the Bakken oil boom in North Dakota. Eleanor grew up near the Bakken, raised by an overbearing father and a distant Korean mother who met and married when he was stationed overseas, so blah blah blah. Then with graceful prose, Jung Yun's Oh Beautiful presents an immersive portrait of a community rife with tensions and competing interests, and one woman's attempt to reconcile her anger with her love of a beautiful but troubled land. Whoa, that sounds amazing, and I love this cover. My dad liked the cover as well. thunder, but I think that's going to be a fun one to dive into. I do think it was a bit overpriced, but that's my fault for not getting all this out. But yeah, the Target book club now that's not a sticker. You can't take that off. It is on the book. I'm sorry if this is out of focus. As y'all know, I've been having camera issues, so yeah, I'm debating if I should buy a new one when I get birthday money. But I'm like, I really want to buy like a nice shirt that I saw Olivia Culpo wearing, and obviously that's extremely expensive, but I'm like, I want to kind of treat myself. But if I have to buy a new camera, the camera's more important. The camera's like the lifeline, you know, like this is my job. But cute clothes. Yeah, so the struggle is real, not really, because, I mean, is it really that important? No, because I could film my iPhone. Just ate a blue cupcake, so I honestly thought my teeth would be blue, but they're not that blue. So that's a good thing, but I'm going to open my packages that I got today. I got 3 packages here. This one is coming from Litchfield, Staffordshire, and it had to come through New Jersey to get to here. So let's open this one. This came from eBay. As you all know, eBay has been my life. Basically, as a kid, I used to go like to yard sales, garage sales, you know, with my grandma. And then COVID. And just I just didn't go anymore. I don't know why. Feel like even before COVID, but I would go with my grandma up until I was like in middle school, and I would buy stuff, books, clothes, whatever, knickknacks, and that's basically what I've done with eBay, because with the summer season is when people would do that, have those. I mean, really, they would happen all year round, but mainly summertime is when all the big ones would happen. And so that's what I've done. Something totally just fell, and I don't see it on the ground. So it's probably went under there, my desk, or my little table the record player's on. So that's what I've been doing with summer on eBay, just buying books for really cheap, as cheap as I can find them. And we have one here. And you see how creative the human mind can be by what they make a box. So, all that. Again, oh, I cut my legs. Oh, I see what fell. It was my tabs that were on my desk. Okay, so the first book we got here is Nightingale Point, One Ordinary Day, One Extraordinary Event, Their Lives Changed Forever by Lune Goldie. And this was winner of the Costa Short Story Award. So is this a short story collection? Because, oh, and it's also signed by the author. But y'all know I've been needing short story collections, so I don't know if that's what this is. It is rather large print as well. So on an ordinary Sunday morning in 1996, the residents of Nightingale Point wake up to their their normal lives and worries. So we have Mary, Malachi, Tristan, Elvis, and Pamela. It's a day like any other until something extraordinary happens when the sun sets Nightingale Point, and its residents are changed, and somehow through the darkness they must find a way back to the lightness and back to each other. Exploring themes of race, working class politics, mental health, and how a community puts itself back together after tragedy. So that's what it's about. And the author over there. And this is her debut novel, so I guess it's not a short story collection. Kind of confused by all that. So then I have another eBay here. And this is coming from Middleton, Wisconsin, which I feel like I've heard of, but who knows. I've never been to Wisconsin. It's one of the states I've never been to. I was gonna say I've been to all the states that touch it, but I haven't. I haven't been to Michigan. I know, I really need to get to the Midwest, because I didn't really go to Ohio till 2019, when I had driven through in the past just to say I had been there, but then I didn't like actually go until 2019, and that was all vlogs. So we have a fantasy here, and then my little receipt. Oh, there's a university in Middleton because it says the address is University Avenue. But okay, so this is a fantasy, The Wolf of Oren Yarrow by K.S. Villiso. So this is from an incredible new voice and epic fantasy. Comes the tale of a queen who must unite her divided land, even if she's hated by the very people she's trying to protect. And it's an Orbit book. And then, oh, here, let's see about the author. And paperbacks is kind of hard because it's only, yeah, there's too much extra stuff in the back. But then we have my book of the month box, and you know, always fun to unbox. I didn't love the choices this month, but it's my birthday month, so this was all for free, which is fantastic. And so I wasn't gonna skip my birthday month when I could get it all for free. But I wasn't too excited about any of the choices. So they say I've got great taste though, which like I do. So our first book here is my pick of the month, and that is The First Ladies by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. So this is a novel about the extraordinary partnership between First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and civil rights activist Mary McLeod Bethune, an unlikely friendship that changed the world, from the best-selling authors of The Personal Librarian. So, I mean, if you have the Western Monument on the cover, I'm gonna buy it. Not really, but I do like DC, so I'm just reading about the authors here. Oh, I do own a book by Marie Benedict. I own the Mitford Affair. So we have that. And then my add-on is People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. So Followed by Millions, Watched by One. This is a thriller, and it's about like a family vlogger kind of thing, I think. So a razor-sharp, wickedly smart suspense debut about an ambitious influencer mom whose soaring success threatens her marriage, her morals, and her family's safety. And they are British, because I was like, the name sounds British. So is it? Oh, okay, it's a husband and wife writing team. Cool. And then the bookmark this month, I'm in my villain era. Not really. I don't think I'm a villain. But that's all my book mail from the day. So I got like 5 books today. Yeah, we did that, but I'll catch up with y'all sometime. Last update of the night. So I got to Over the Halfway Point in White Fur, and I'm loving this. Like, I found this book in the clearance section at Barnes & Noble. I had never heard of it before, just saw the setting and was like, yeah, give me that. And I'm honestly like amazed. Like, this is so good. The writing and everything. It's like a 4-star. I wouldn't put this as a 5-star, but it's just so many dynamics. And then as I said, the atmosphere, writing, it's all fantastic. So I'm highly recommending White. Hi. Oh my. Oh, y'all are so cute. Hi. Oh my, digging. Getting all comfy. Oh, I love him so much. I don't know if that's like a litter box. But... Oh my. Hi. Hello. Oh, y'all have a toy? I am a quirky little fellow. Okay, so there's no fingers, but he's been up here, so I think he's just playing, but he's back there. Oh, he has a cool shell. And then is there anybody up here? No, it's just Zach. So if anybody wants Zach, he's at Petco. Yeah, he's having fun with that. Which my cats, I think they have too much fun with the litter box. I'm just holding the shampoo. I need to get in line. Okay, bye, Zach. Do our update. So y'all saw that I went to the store and all of that, but I have gotten to over a quarter of the way into The Actual Star by Monica Byrne. This I am loving. As I said, the only thing in the future timeline in 3012 is the only one where I'm kind of like, I'm really confused. Just because we have that 1,000 years between 2012 and 3012, and obviously those are 1,000 years that we've only lived, what, 11 of those years? So there's a lot of unknown, and I am sure this book is going to build into that and explain everything, but I'm kind of confused, and I'm somebody like I'm like, I want to look up stuff so bad, but this is fictional, so I can't look it up. Yeah.